Hello P6s and welcome to Literacy on Tuesday the 9th of March. I hope you're keeping well and staying safe. So what's in store for literacy today? Well, to start off, we've reached the final chapter of Mr. Skip. So you can join Mrs. Bell to find out how the story ends, and it's definitely worth listening and reading that. So you can listen to Mrs. Bell at the same time follow the pages on the screen. Then we click on our literacy page and let's see what's in store. So, phonics. This week's sound is the F sound, as in final, giraffe, elephant. So download this week's PowerPoint to find out more about the sound. Then download this week's words for sorting and the phonics homework task worksheet. So we're going to follow the same pattern as we normally do in school. So today you have to sort the words on the list to find out which words contain the same spelling of the F sound. So, our main activity. You might want to pause the video and look at these words and find out what do you think they've got in common. So we've got big, enormous, massive, huge, small, large. Some of you might have said, oh, well, small and large and small and enormous are opposites. They are antonyms. We'll take out the word small. What do those words now have in common? Big, enormous, massive, large, huge. You might say, oh, they're all very similar, mean the same thing. And that is what we're doing for English today. We're doing words which are very similar in meaning, mean the same thing. And they are called synonyms. Now, how I always remember that is S for similar, so S for synonym. So when you ask what for synonyms, it means words that mean the same or very similar. So, there are some examples. Today, we're going to work on synonyms. And we now know synonyms are words which have similar meaning. So, there's some examples. Cheerful and happy. Gigantic and huge. Receive a gift. Receive a present. Jump and leap. Anxious and troubled. So, for today's task, we're going to build our vocabulary by looking at different pairs of synonyms. So, you can two sheets to download. There's the high level one or the low level one. So let's start off looking at the high level sheet. So there is a list of pairs of synonyms down the left hand side of the page. So have a look through those. And on a separate page in part A, you're going to copy out the sentences and use a synonym for each word in bold type. So let's look at number one, for example. So David is a wealthy banker with homes in many countries. So wealthy is the word in bold. Now, what is a word that means the same or very similar, a synonym for wealthy? You might know that, or you can think of it and then check your answer, and the answer is right at the bottom here, rich. So you'd write out the sentence saying, so David is a rich banker with homes in many countries. So you do that for part A, 1 to 10. The answers are all down that side. Try and do it even by covering the page and then checking your answer. Obviously the spelling, very important. Make sure you spell the words correctly. And then in group B, you've got to select the word which is a synonym of the word in bold type. So, for example, we have words in bold, numbers 1 to 9. So let's look at number 4, the word abandon. Do you know what abandon means? You might need to look that up in a dictionary. And then there are 4 words. So is abandon similar in meaning to leave, gather, search, or renew? So abandon means you leave something. If you abandon something, you mean you leave it and go somewhere else. So you'd write abandon, and the synonym would be leave. So you might use a dictionary for those, but what you've got to do is you've got to select the word, and there's one word in each of the rows which mean the same as the word in bold. For the lower level sheet, very similar. There's a list of pairs of synonyms down the left-hand side. Have a look through those. Make sure you know what those mean. Then on a separate page, copy out the sentences and use a synonym for each word in bold. So, let's do number 2. Jill found the sum very difficult. So, the word in bold is difficult. So, what is a word that is similar in meaning, the same as difficult? You might know it, or you can check down the left-hand side and you can see that it means hard. So, you'd write out, Jill found the sum very hard. Again, look through those words. You can use that for the answer, or you can cover it, try and work out the word yourself, and then check it down the left-hand side. And in part B, in each group, in each row, select the word which is a synonym of the word in bold type. So, for example, well, let's look at number 8. We have the word halt. Halt is in bold. So which one of those 3 words, hurry, linger, run, or stop, means the same as a synonym for halt? And of course, that is stop. So you can use a dictionary there if you need to look up meanings of words. So that is the main activity for synonyms. Then there is an extension task. And the extension task, you're going to challenge yourself to complete the list of words. Can you think of at least 3 synonyms for the word? So, example, we've got scared. Can you think of 3 synonyms, words which mean the same as scared? Frightened, terrified, petrified. Maybe you can think of more. Write down more. So, can you think of at least 3 synonyms for beautiful, looked, terrible, and cold? So that is the extension task. And to finish off, it's time for a bit of fun. We're going to play a game called Elephant Feed, where you've got to select synonyms. Click on the link. Press play. Put your name in there. I'll just leave it as player 5. Play now, and you're playing against the computer. So what you've got to do is you've got to select, well, so begin. What word means the same as a synonym for begin? So it'd be start. Align would be row. Make would be build. Okay, so see if you can beat the computer and finish top of your game. Enjoy. Remember to email your teacher with your work. We'd love to see it. And also if you have any queries. Take care and good luck.